conscious Nigerian people, freedom comes by struggle. Freedom comes by struggle, by struggle. Freedom comes. Liberty comes by struggle. Freedom comes by struggle, by struggle. Freedom comes. Greatest Nigerian people, ever conscious Nigerian people, ever vocal Nigerian people, conscientious Nigerian people, revolutionary Nigerian people, never say never Nigerian people. I must thank all comrades for turning out en masse today. Today is the day that the Lord has blessed. Permit me to stand on all standing protocols. I will not dwell on what previous speakers have spoken about. But my concern is this, and which I have maintained, and which I will continue to profess, that Nigerians can never be slaves in their own country. Yes. That this country is our country. Yes. And we will not run from anybody. Yes. We will run from any bagger, either government or an oppressor from anywhere. This is our country. And we will continue to thrive and do well in our country. The powers donated to the governments under the Constitution is for the Nigerian people. The power to arrest, the power to detain, and the powers to prosecute are all donated by the Constitution on behalf of the Nigerian people. No government has the vice to, for its own selfish benefits, arrest Nigerians and prosecute them without due regard to the constitutional stipulations. Section 174, sub 2A and B has clearly defined under what grant a Nigerian citizen can be arraigned in court. Last week, we marched to the Minister of Justice in demanding an end to this charade of a trial. We cannot have our rights in piecemeal, and we're not begging to have our rights.
Exactly.
Our rights, human rights, not my property. Human rights, God give me. No government will take my human rights. Because human rights, now my God ordained rights. Human rights, now my property. So, we are going to march from here now to the Minister of Justice. The last week we were there and they asked us to come with a letter. A formal application asking the Minister of Justice, in line with the demands and the mandate of the Nigerian people, to end this charade of a trial. Sowore is not a criminal. Sowore is a liberator. Sowore is a revolutionary. The people in government today emerge by embarking on the same path that Comrade Sowore embarked on. The biggest beneficiary of protest in Nigeria today are just in Villa. If not for protest, freedom of speech and dissent, Tinubu would never have emerged as a president. On what ground will people who emerge to dismiss, who are people put them in prisons for embarking on the same path that they took in the past? Nigerians says, end this charade. Freedom of speech is a fundamental human right. The right to demand for better governance is a fundamental human right. No government under the law, whether federal or state, has the power to lock up Nigerians for demanding for better governance. Nigerian people! I want to sincerely appreciate every one of you, all the party faithful who are here for the revolutionary movement. I need you to know that it is time for us to emerge and bring in the revolution. Because the revolution that started, nobody can stop it. In the court today, we already had a resolution. And we have our representative here, who is going to give us, our lawyers, who are going to give us update on the ruling that was given by the judge. So I just want to let you know that it is time for us to campaign, it is time for us to
mobilize. It is time for us to also move in the revolutionary mind. AAC! Take it back! AAC! Take it back! Take it back! I want to thank you for this organizing. We have shown the world today that in terms of civil action, we are the best thus far. And the whole of Africa, the whole of the world is watching us. Yes. History and posterity is on our side. On this note, I want to ask, on this note, we are going to get our lawyers to address us. Before I do that, the person to introduce the lawyer to us is the national chair of the African Action Congress, Comrade Samuel Ajayigbe. So he will be here and he will address us sharply within 1 minute, and then Barrister Marshall takes over. Only one celebrity lawyer.
For better welfare for citizenry. That is all that Sowore has done. And we are marching here today, as you may just join me, to the Ministry of Justice to demand that this charade of a trial must end. Nigerians said Sowore is not a criminal. Yes. And this charade of a trial now.
Now. We are here today after the ruling of the court. The court has granted bail to our leader. However, on stringent conditions, because as a president, he comes in 2027, who is already in court and whose lawyers are known before this court. The court ought to have granted him bail on self-recognizance. It is actually appalling that in a democratic society like we have today, a person that is worldwide known is still granted bail, and a person that is not known, a shorty who is not known, even 1%, is going to come and stand. In fact, I don't see myself worthy as a person that is, reliable to stand shorty for a person that is more popular than myself. However, we are happy that despite all of the odds, we have come out today victorious. We are going to start working on perfecting the bail and ensuring that he is released today stroke tomorrow by God's grace. La luta continua. The level of oppression, no matter the level of high-handedness of executive lawlessness, history will always remember that rascality cannot in any way defeat justice. No matter the amount of lies you want to say, a single truth will quench the mountain of lies already built over the years. Mr. Omoyele Sowore, who is the incoming president of Nigeria in 2027, by God's grace, has been granted this bail, and we are going to pursue this bail till we ensure that he's out of Kuje Correctional Center. Stay tuned. We are soon going to bring him out, and when we bring him out, we are going to pop champagne. And